Like the minimum square footage I put was 1,500, and it's all like 200, like 230 and up. You know what I'm saying? But like these are nice houses, and this is like only one unit. We have like a 3 unit at 175. I think, I think it might actually be a deal that it's just hard to make sense of it at first, but I think other investors will kind of see the potential. Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Katie Cam Dude, man. Yo, I'm at the coffee shop right now, so it's a little bit loud, but sometimes I just come out here and kind of just, grab some coffee, think about life for a little bit. And sometimes I think about entrepreneurship and how entrepreneurship is, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, right? Everybody wants to have their own business. Everybody wants to be their own boss. And honestly, like for the last 5 years, I've been a full-time entrepreneur since 2020. And dude, it's tough, man. Like it's really tough. And even myself as an entrepreneur that you would think is like experience, I made a whole bunch of money, fuck shit up, I mean, obviously, like I made the right moves because I'm still able to do what I'm doing, and I'm still able to do it pretty well. But nevertheless, man, it's always a struggle. And sometimes I think about it, like I'm like, man, like, the big time entrepreneurs make it seem so easy, right? They make it seem like it just happens like naturally for them. And I look at that like as an inspiration, and I'm like, man, like that's pretty dope. Like I can probably get to the level where I don't have to worry. But in reality, man, every entrepreneur is always worried. Every entrepreneur has always fear in the back of their mind, because nothing ever stays stable, right? It's either maybe it's staying stable for a little bit and then it drops, or it's staying stable and then it goes up. And if it does go up, like whether it goes up or it goes down, it's gonna be stressful. Like regardless, like because you're gonna have to deal with clients, you're gonna have to deal with products, you're gonna have to deal with marketing, you're gonna have to deal with spending money, you're gonna have to deal with so much bullshit. First of all, if you can sleep peacefully, you're blessed, right? But you will wake up and you're thinking to yourself like, man, like I have to do X, Y, Z, because at the end of the day, if you don't do anything, you won't get paid. That's just the reality of it, right? You have to continue to actually be intentional about your business, right? Because the first and foremost, let's talk about like real estate wholesaling, because that's really what I do for the most part, right? Even like when it comes to land, when it comes to houses, the first thing that like you have to do is you have to spend money on marketing. Okay, so you're spending anywhere between, if you're going at it like in a more intense way, you're spending anywhere between $3 to sometimes even $10,000 in every given 2-3 months. You know what I'm saying? So you have to worry about, okay, at first I have to spend that money. I have to make the decision to spend the money in the first place. Okay, like the decision is going to be stressful first. And then secondly, you're gonna have to worry about making a return on your investment, right? Because you're not just gonna spend 3 grand and then it's gonna be like, yeah, okay, and then everything's just gonna flow smoothly. Like it just does not happen. Okay, sometimes it does. Sometimes you may get lucky, but you still have to worry about getting like your investment back, your money back. So that's gonna be the first thing, first and foremost. Then secondly, especially with real estate, it's a 2-part kind of thing, right? I would say even sometimes 3 parts, and let me explain. So there's gonna be like marketing and there's gonna be acquisition. So you spend the money, then you have to talk to people, you have to get contracts, okay? That's like the first part, right? And just that in its own is also very stressful. And then the second part is you have to sell the deal, okay? So you have to reach out to the buyers, or you have to market the deal, you have to talk to the buyers, and then you have to get like a contract with the buyers. So that's the second part. The third part is once you have the contract with the seller and the contract with the buyer, you have to send it over to the title company, and the title company was running the title. But sometimes there's things that also go wrong with title, or maybe like the title company sucks and then you have to switch title companies. and the title company is requiring XYZ, and the sellers, delaying, and then closing gets delayed. So also that part of it can also be stressful. It's a 3-part stress that you have to deal with if you're a full-time real estate entrepreneur. Whether you're buying, selling houses, selling land, whatever, mobile homes, multifamily, whatever it is, like it's just what you have to deal with. So I'm saying all of this to say that, like, dude, like, even me myself, man, I sometimes even just find myself like just worrying about everything, right? Because and the months can sometimes be unstable where, some months you're making 20 grand a month, the other month you're making 5 grand, and then some months you're making 15 grand, the other months you're making fucking 2 grand, 3 grand. And I don't know about you, man, but that's a very stressful situation to be in. And I can see why most people like to be in the 9-to-5 type of situation. 9-to-5 situation, you don't have to really worry about, making ends meet. Like, you get paid regardless of basically how much you work. The thing about the 9-to-5 is it's fake security. So basically, you think that, like, okay, you're good, but then all of a sudden you hear, oh, Amazon is laying off workers. So are you really safe? Are you really good? I don't know, but at the end of the day, you have to do a lot of, like, sucking up to, the boss or whatever, just to make sure that you keep your job. And you still have to be pretty good at your job so that you can be able to keep the job. It's just a lot of shit that goes with it, man. And it's a lot of stress. And dude, I can really see it. And let's not even talk about if you don't get a return on your investment, right? Because now you're in a position where you spent 5 grand and you're like, fuck, like, how am I gonna get that back? And the only way you can get it back is by spending more money to get more leads, right? And so it's kind of like, you kind of see where I'm getting at here. It's really tough. But hold on, I'm working this deal. A little something. Yo.
Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
You ready to close some deals?
Man, let's close this deal, bro. Let's get this deal underway. I did some quick comps. Just kind of seeing what's on the market in that area, and for like that specific triplex, and I, like, since ours is it's like almost like 2,000 square feet, right? Like, I don't see any houses in that area. Like, the minimum square footage I put was 1,500, and it's all like 200, like 230 and up. You know what I'm saying? But like, these are nice houses, and this is like only 1 unit. We have like a 3 unit at 175. I think, I think it might actually be a deal that it's just hard to make sense of it at first, but I think other investors will kind of see the potential.
Okay. So what are you thinking about as far as the eviction situation? Like, do we get another contract and then he evicts the buyers, or, I'm sorry, the sellers? The tenants?
Wait, you said what?
What do you think about the eviction process?
Bro, let's just get the deal, and then we can kind of worry about that, as we go along, because we can brainstorm. If we just get some time with the contract, and with that time, we can be able to figure all of that stuff out,
Really? Should we do 30 days?
No, for
60 days?
Yeah, 60 days for the. Yeah, 60 days for both of them, bro. Let's do that. We can just have it where we can sell it at the by the end of this year. I think that's like definitely possible for the first one, and then like a high possibility for the second one, but still a little bit uncertain, And if anything, we can sell the first one, and then if we have to, just go for a price drop with the second one. But I just think we should at least just get them both like under contract.
Let's do it.
All right.
Consider it done. So let's get the contract ready.
Okay. It's him and his wife though. Looks like he has him and his wife. Are they gonna be both like on like, yeah, they have to both sign on it, obviously.
Yep.
Get both their
You did
email
tell me as well.
address.
Okay. And then send me a copy as well so that I can go over it with him on the phone.
All right, bet. Let me see if I can send
Do you
that
want
to
me
you now.
to call him right now or?
Yeah, yeah, because we need the wife's email address.
Okay, so call him back, let him know that, hey, we'll do the 175 for it, and then the 90,000 for the other one, and then I'm trying to see how I can structure it, so I can.
Yeah, exactly like that, and then tell him, like, you know, we want to send him the agreement, and that, you know, looks like he owns it with his wife. Try to confirm that, and say, you know, we'll need both of them to sign, and you know, just try to get that situated. Hey, like, what are they using the same email? Is it two emails? You know, all that information so that we can have that agreement sent to the both of them. And in the meantime, I'm gonna work on putting that agreement together for both properties. And probably by the time that you're done talking to them, I'm gonna be able to. It's gonna be ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, actually, start working on
I'm gonna
that
need
shit
a
now.
copy as well, so I can have him open it up, and
Okay.
then go over the details with him. But he doesn't know English, it's the issue. So I
Yeah.
have to go over with him.
Do you? I just tell them to sign it.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy, just sign right here, buddy.
Yeah,
Don't worry
just
about it,
just sign the agreement. You know, it's gonna give us basically every right to your property that we possibly can. But don't worry about it.
Yeah, no
It's gonna be
worries.
okay.
I mean, you're good to cash at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. And then plus that benefits us, right? Because then, you know, he signs it. He's probably not gonna have that many
I should let him know 60 days though, right?
objections. Yeah, 60 days. I'm gonna put on or before. Tell him 60 days, but then because of like everything that's going on, and then tell him that like our goal is to sell it like way faster than that.
Yep. Okay. And then I'll tell him also that I might be able to close on Hershey Street deal a little bit sooner
Yeah.
because it's vacant.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. Perfect. Sounds good to me. So let me call him right now, and I'll get you hit those emails right now, and then anything else you need? Pretty much it, right?
Yeah, that should be about it, you know, and then I'll just, as soon as I get those emails, I'll just have it sent over. You know, I'll probably start working on it, like, you know, just talk to them a little bit, and then I'll start working on the agreement, and probably by the time that you have the email, if you want to stay on the phone with him,
I want to review. I want to review the contract so I know what I'm talking about in case he asks me any questions.
All right, so I'm gonna send you like one of the contracts that I have, then like, yeah, rough draft.
It's only a one page, right?
It's 2 pages.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 pages. But yeah, let me send that over to you right now then.
Yeah, let me see it before I call him. It's not gonna be like, oh, it's just a one page agreement. And then if he asks me any questions, I'll just be like, oh yeah, that's not a big deal.
Okay, bet. Hold on, man.
Hey, by the way, I already talked to my boy Andrew and my boy David, Plug 281.
Yeah.
He's a police officer, and both of them have told me that evictions are pretty easy. I got his phone number. Hold on, let me see. But I think he's gonna give me a contact for this situation.
Huh? Okay. Oh, you already made the contact for somebody to handle it. So yeah, bro, like I don't even think that's not like a big deal or anything. He's just, I guess he's just scared. There's definitely something we don't know of why he's so scared to do the eviction. But I don't think it's going to be an issue on our end. But you got the agreement right there I sent?
I didn't think about it until, I don't know if it was you in your home that mentioned it, but it could be he's scared to have police involved because he's illegal or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really think that's like the issue, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I kind of geeked a bit, because we don't know 1%. But then it's like, once you made that joke, I'm like, what if like, he's laughing, but then he's just like, ha 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 ha, ha yeah, you know? But yeah, did you get that, that joint that I sent?
Yep, I'm opening it up right now. Holy shit, yours looks complicated.
No, it's not complicated at all.
I don't know if I feel comfortable signing this, bro. It's like,
Bro, you know how many people signed this?
is this the one that you ever sent out mailers with the contract?
Huh?
Have you ever sent out mailers with the contract as well?
Yeah, but it's usually like the seller already accepted the agreement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll just send it to them. You know, sometimes the sellers are like older, they want things old school, like mail it to me, I want it in hand. Like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm getting their stuff included in the email right now for Hershey Street.
Are you gonna do 2 separate contracts?
Yeah. Just in case, you know, we can only close on one.
Yeah, correct. I was totally gonna say. So just so I make sure you have the right numbers, 6921 Hershey Street is gonna be $90,000.
Okay.
And then 741 Majestic Street is $175.
Bet.
All right, let me call right now.
All right.
Be on standby.
Will do.
I'm gonna see if I get him on the call. If I can't,
Well, if you can, we'll just try him again.
yeah. Because I do want to see if I can get his wife on the same page.
Yeah, and his wife's on. Yeah, exactly. All right, buddy. Go ahead and let me know.
All right, cool. Gotcha.
All right, peace. Yeah, just me and my buddy. We're trying to lock up a deal right now, and just working the logistics of that. But either way, bro, you know exactly what I was saying about earlier. You know, about the uncertainty of everything is just like, dude, it can get tough, man. It can get tough, and that's why most entrepreneurs they like to mastermind with other entrepreneurs and other people who are actually in the business as well, because man, it's just shit that, you know, only certain people will really understand. You know, really, like most of the stuff that I will talk about, like most people won't get it, because, you know, especially if they don't own a business themselves, they just won't understand. But nevertheless, though, don't let me. I'm just like obviously voicing my opinion and my complaint to you guys. But at the end of the day, man, I've been doing it for 5 years. I mean, this is like something that I don't see myself like doing anything else. Like even if it's not in real estate, it's gonna be something else. Real estate did save my life for sure. But even if I wasn't real estate, I think I'll still be an entrepreneur, because I just don't like somebody else having that much control over, you know, my life, my finances. And there's nothing wrong with a 9-to-5, but you know, it's just something that, like, I don't know, like even with the uncertainty that I have to deal with, the stress and all of that stuff, I'm just like, bro, this is way better than like actually working a 9-to-5. And I've been on that side of the fence. You know, I work 9-to-5, I work sales, I've done all of that already. And this life is just way more free. I got way more time. I'm able to, work. Right now I'm in, Medellin, Colombia, still working, still doing business. And just like the freedom it's really unmatched, really. So don't let me discourage you from, starting your journey, man. Don't let this message, just at least take this message with a grain of salt, right? Don't think it's just all like fairies and lollipops and stuff like that. Just understand that like it gets real. It gets real. And you just have to push through a lot of objections. You have to push through a lot of like uncertainty. We have to push through a lot of you know, this nervousness and worry and all of that. You have to just push through it. And that's why I really respect entrepreneurs who are doing it on a much higher level, because I can only imagine what they're dealing with, right? Um, Anyways, I'm gonna work on getting this deal locked up, man. I hope this made sense to you guys. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.